Yes, people, you know the face, you know the name. Aaron here, back again with another video. Shout out to people, shout out to people, shout out to everybody, all the people tuning in and showing support for my channel, man. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you guys. We are closing in once again on 15K. I'm going to try to do a Q&A once we do reach 15K because that will largely be down to you guys. So go ahead and subscribe, share, comment, like, all of that good stuff. Those are the ways you can contribute actively to my channel growing. Excuse me. So big up everyone inside, man. I appreciate you lot every single time. Now listen, you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title. It's happening. It is happening. Marcus Rashford is leaving Manchester United and is most likely, according to reports, according to this one that I saw online. Of course, we all follow the likes of Ornstein and Fabrizio and whatnot, but the Ornstein one seemed to be the most accurate, in my opinion, and the most detailed one. Aston Villa close to agreeing deal to sign Marcus Rashford on loan from Man United. Still work to do, but now expected 27-year-old MUSC forward will join hashtag AVFC. Likely to include buy option, significant salary coverage plus bonuses. And I think I sat here and talked to you guys a lot about Marcus Rashford, and I gave... Yeah, that's a great start. My phone fell. Let me just put it here. I think I sat here multiple times and I talked to you guys about Marcus Rashford and what I think about it. And there was a time where I kind of talked about the situation with a bit of vim, because not because I hate him, not because I hate the person. Listen, I don't know the person, which is why I'm gonna try and keep it to football. Obviously, there's the off the field stuff, and you guys know exactly what it is, and I'm not gonna delve into that too much. If you know the stories, you know the stories. If you know the intel, you know the intel. Especially if you live in Manchester, just like me, you hear things and people tell you things. But anyway, we're gonna put that to the side, and I'm solely gonna focus on the football side of it. I'm only gonna focus on the football side. And when it comes to the football side of it, like I said, I kind of feel sorry for the guy at this point. In the beginning, I was a bit like, no mercy, performances haven't been good enough, and they haven't. We can't lie to ourselves, and we need to stop pulling wool over our eyes. We need to stop lying to ourselves and face the truth. Marcus Rashford hasn't been good for 2.5 years, going on 3 years now. And even this season that he had where he scored 30 goals, and it keeps being mentioned over and over again, it's a season where those goals were scored in patches, And before that purple patch, he scored a lot of goals. Sorry, before that purple patch, he didn't score much. And after that purple patch, he didn't score much. Very much like the season that Cristiano had. I'm not trying to make it about Cristiano, but I'm just comparing the two situations. People keep mentioning that Cristiano scored 17 goals in the Premier League as a 37-year-old. Yeah, but, before he reached that number 17, it was pretty much a drought. And he scored 2 hat-tricks or 3 hat-tricks in a space of 9-10 days. Before that, nothing. After that, nothing. So we have to put things into context. That 30-goal season shouldn't be celebrated as anything special, because you look at the regularity in which Marcus Rashford scored for Man United, and you break down the numbers, and you come to find out that he averages 8 to 9 goals a season. Now, you look at the money he's being paid, you look at the compensation he's receiving from the club, the performance rather, and the return is not good enough. The return is simply not good enough. Now, even though I do think this is sad, I do think Rashford has some blame to take when it comes to this whole saga of him coming out, saying that he wants a new challenge, saying that if he does move, it's going to be on his terms. That was kind of a shot at the club and Amarim saying, no, I control my narrative. But very quickly, Man United and Amarim let him know that no, we control the narrative because you play for us. We don't play for you. And unfortunately, this is the result. And it doesn't help. And again, I'm not trying to take a shot at the person, people around him and whatnot, but it doesn't help when you genuinely think that your name is so big that you should, not even can or could, that you should be affiliated to the likes of AC Milan, to the likes of Barcelona, to the likes of even Borussia Dortmund. Focus on playing football again. How about you get back to full fitness? Because ultimately, that's the whole thing. He hasn't played football in a very long time. His last game for Man United, for me, I've always said it and I'll say it again. Well, factually is right. His last game for Man United was against Victoria Pilsen in the Europa League, away from home. And he played something like 50 to 60 minutes, if I'm not wrong. So the focus should be on getting fit first and foremost. Because you got the Euros coming up. Well, that's even too far. You got the World Cup coming up. There's a new gaffer managing England now. So there's an opportunity for you to be back in the fold. So you got to be thinking about all these things. I don't know why his focus was so much on, let me try and get a big move here. Let me try and join a big club. Because you look at the starting lineups and you're not really sure. I'm not really sure if Rashford would have started above any of those left wingers at the club. Because he likes to play from the left, right? Okay, well, let's go down the list. Does he start over Rafinha? Hell no. Does he start over... Who else is on that left wing? Well, they interchange, innit? Lamine Yamal? Absolutely not. So, again, you would go somewhere where you would probably be on the bench and you would have had to work yourself back into the starting 11. Or you would have had to work yourself into the starting 11. So Barca, out the way. You look at Borussia Dortmund. Does he start over Jamie Bino Gittins? I don't think so. Does he start over Adeyemi? I don't think so. Again, this is based on form. And I know Dortmund are not having the best of seasons, but this is based on form. Again, no. So you put Borussia Dortmund to the side. Who else was involved, they said? They said Barca, they said Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan. Let's go to Milan. Does he start over the likes of Rafael Leao? Absolutely not. So again, I don't know why he desperately tried to affiliate his name with these clubs, not knowing that he would have to work himself into those starting 11s to begin with. It's not like just because your name is Marcus Rashford, you walk into these teams, you walk into these teams and automatically you're starting. That's not how it works. And this is where sometimes I say that footballers live in a bubble. They don't really have a grasp of reality or a grasp of what we see, for example. And I'm not claiming to be the most knowledgeable person about football. I'm not claiming to be the biggest pundit, but we're not stupid. We see things. Do you know what I mean? So I can tell you right now, if Rashford would have gone to the likes of Barcelona, he's not starting. Milan, he's not starting. Dortmund, he's not starting. Even because at one point, Monaco was in the mix. Even the likes of AS Monaco, he's not starting. Over who? Akliouche? No. Ben Seguir? No. Minamino? No. Again, this is based on form. So his focus should have been, let me try and find a football club where I can play football first and foremost, before anything. So it's a bit sad to see him go out the back door, really and truly. That's how he's leaving the football club, man. He's leaving through the back door. You know? And I hate to say this, and I hate to say it this way, but this live thing, yeah? I sound like the sound on TikTok. See this live thing, yeah? No, but bro, literally, this live thing, there's not a bigger thing that will humble you more than life does. Life has funny ways of humbling you. And I think this is a way of life humbling Rashford. because he thought he was going to walk into Barcelona, walk into AC Milan, walk into Borussia Dortmund, walk into Ice Monaco, Aston Villa. Reality check. Like, it's life, bro. There's not a bigger teacher in life than life itself. You know? So I'm not surprised that this is happening. I'm not surprised whatsoever, because there was too much contradiction in what was being said and what was happening, because you said you wanted a new challenge, but then you're training hard and we're being told that you're staying behind, training, and you're potentially available for selection again. Like, no, you said you wanted a new challenge. And now the gaffer's telling us that you're not training properly, which in both cases is not good for you. That's a lose-lose situation, because one, you're not playing for the club where you're currently employed. And two, if people do want to employ you, i.e. other football clubs, and they hear the statement of Amorim, they're going, hold on. We want him, but why would we employ someone that doesn't train properly to begin with? Nah, let's look at somebody else. So it's a lose-lose for you, bro. And yeah, cool, you're getting the money, over £300, £300,000 a week. Cool, no problem. But footballing wise, it's not looking good, man. Footballing wise, it's not looking good. I can go into detail. When's the last time you saw a stellar Marcus Rashford performance and you looked at his game and you said, oh, he's improved on this, he's improved on this, he's improved on this? And I'll give you examples. Let me ask you the question again. The same way I asked you in one of my previous videos when I talked about Marcus Rashford. Can you sit there and say Marcus Rashford has improved on his right foot finishing? No. He's still knuckleballing everything he sees. Has he improved on his left foot finishing? No, can't really say that. Has he improved on his ability to head a ball and score headers? No. I don't know when's the last time Marcus Rashford scored a header. Probably last season somewhere. Can you say that he's improved on his movement, running in behind? No. More often than not, Rashford's offside. Can you say that he's improved on... Like, there's so many things that we can list. So many things. And at the age of 27, I'm sorry to say it, but it's kind of an embarrassment, because you're leaving through the back door and you should have been the big man. He should have been the big man at United. By now, 27 years of age, Marcus Rashford should have been the captain at this football club. Should have been the captain, bro. At this moment in time, in the trenches, in the lowest of the lows, we should be able to look at Marcus Rashford and go, yo, can you help us? And he should be able to go, you man, don't worry, I got this. But it's not happening. It's just not happening. Therefore, I think it's the right decision to let him go. It's the right decision. Now, listen, a lot of people are going to blame Ineos and say it's the worst decision ever. What are we going to miss with Marcus Rashford not being here? What are we missing? What, the fact that he's an academy graduate? Well, we lost so many academy graduates, bro, if you ask me. One of them just smacked Brighton 7-0 today. He was part of a brilliant performance today. What are we talking about? So, it's a bit of a shame, man. I can't lie to you, man. It's a shame that it had to end this way, but life has funny ways of humbling you, and I just hope that Rashford learns from this. I just hope that some way, somehow, he finds his feet again in football, goes back to the basics, works hard, and hopefully we'll see him in the national team again, playing for England. But equally, you know how it goes in football. Sometimes you move away and it gets even worse. He was holding out for a move away, abroad. Reality said, Aston Villa. And I'm not even trying to make fun of him. This is just reality. So, yeah, man, I don't have that feeling of anger anymore. That's gone. At this point, I'm just like, brother, I'm looking at you as part of the mandem, and I'm telling you, bro, you shagged yourself, bro. You shagged yourself, bro. Nobody shagged you more than you did. And it's a shame. It's really, really a shame. But listen, I wish Marcus Rashford all the best. Obviously, he'll be staying in the Prem, so we'll be able to see how he gets on at Aston Villa. As of now, it's not been confirmed by the football club or anything, but I'm sure at some point we'll get the here we go and all of that jazz. So yeah, listen. If you have any thoughts about this in the comment section below, please do so, and please put in the comments what you think about this Marcus Rashford situation. And yeah, listen, if you made it till the end of this video, go in the comment section and type in Rashford to Villa. Anyway, people, that was it from me. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.